I mean, I have a similar feeling about the debate as you do, and I think the solution is a kind of compatibilism that I think, as you alluded to, involves giving some new sense to the term free will that focuses more on our capacity to reflectively reevaluate our life pattern. And then if we decide we're dissatisfied with like how we've lived up until now, to forge a new way of being. I think that conception plausibly sets us apart from animals. We seem to be the only creature who proactively redesigns our way of being in the world all the time. But as to the relevance of it to a metaphysics, so that puzzle or debate or problem in particular, I don't think is strictly relevant to metaphysics, or there's no reason to think metaphysics would necessarily give you the solution. I think obviously, as in the other situation, it would give hints, but I do think that this points towards an expectation that is a reasonable expectation to have of a metaphysics or a theory of everything, which is it should resolve puzzles within our current paradigms. So this is an example of a puzzle. It might not resolve this puzzle in particular, but one of the ways that we test the adequacy of solutions is by seeing to what degree they're able to help us to resolve puzzles that are prevalent within our existing paradigm.
I really like that, actually. I think that the generalizing out of this criteria to solving puzzles is nice because it almost gives this competitive sense between theories, like who can solve the most puzzles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that a lot, as well as meeting other criteria. I always put free will debates in the domain of ontology because I think that whatever is assumed there is going to have a big impact on, how things can be, whether it's indeterminism or determinism or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's all about assumptions and on ontological grounds.
Yeah, I think the reason I would maybe create some distance between that and an ontological discussion is because I think that the debate about free will in reality is about the definition of the term free will, which has not so much to do with ontology, I think, as to do with the misrepresentation of what people mean by the concept, kind of a linguistic unpacking that philosophers have done historically that I think is not. It's like it captures a good, prominent sense of what people mean, but that sense, I think, is only a way of pointing towards what the concept is actually about. It's not actually the literal definition. It just looks like it is.
This definitely feels like a discussion for another time. I have questions.
Yeah.